First of all, I would like to thank God for giving us this wonderful opportunity. It's like a God's gift. It's a, on this special occasion of the celebrations of Gandhi Jayanti by your college. I would also like to thank our Associate Dean and Principal, Dr. Joseph Reddy Sir, also for approving and giving us permission and giving you and me this opportunity of coming together and getting inspired with this interaction. So I would also like to thank Rupavati ma'am, Rajkumar sir, Vijay Kumar sir, also for their best efforts in arranging this program. And also to all of you, because this is going to be a presentation, not just of me, it's going to be a presentation of ours, yours and mine. We're all going to present, all going to work together, we're all going to inspire each other. I'm going to inspire you, you're going to inspire me, and we're going to get inspired by each one of us sitting here. So let's get ready and let's get going. Are you ready? Say yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Whenever I say something immediately, you unmute and say, and then go for the move. And you can also put messages in the chat box. If you're ready, you can also open your chat boxes and put there capital yes, letter yes, capital or small yes. Yes, we are ready. So to say yes, we are ready, I want you to put in the chat box, say yes. Say yes, please. Put it in the chart box, go to your chart box and put there, start using the chart box as well. Okay, so the objective of this session, see, once again, I would like to say this is presented by students of CAEBPT, your college, and you and me. We will be making this presentation today, okay, and with the kind permission of our principals, sir, and our faculty, sirs and ma'am. Let's move forward. Let's move forward. What is the objective today? The objective is to interact with you, to discuss with you, to learn from you, to inspire you, to get inspired by you on Gandhian ethics and leadership skills. That is the topic for our discussion today, for our presentation today. To interact on the Gandhian ethics and leadership skills. Gandhian ethics and leadership skills. Okay? Oh, great. You're writing there, yes. Okay, let me begin today's story. Today's presentation, the story. This is a story of a small child. See the child there on the screen. This is a story of a happy kingdom. There is once upon a time, there used to be a kingdom known as a happy kingdom. Because, the king was so good, so kind, so generous, so people-friendly. He has been ruling his kingdom with so much of, care and concern for the people. The people of the country are so happy with him. Even the neighboring kingdoms were jealous. How can this kingdom be so happy? Every one of the kingdom was so happy. So it so happened, a citizen of a neighboring kingdom became curious. How is it possible? How is it possible for the people of this kingdom be so happy? So he wanted to go and really observe and find it for himself how these people could be so happy. So he took the permission and he went there. So he was a guest, an honored guest. So he was, received with all the honor, and he was being taken around the kingdom to show, and he wanted to observe. So he was going around, he went to different places, found everyone was so happy. Then he was even taken to the king's palace. Then he was shown the king's chamber, the queen's chamber, the court where the ministers meet. And as they were passing through the palace, then they came to a place where it was not so well lighted. It was dark. And this guest could peep through that room, which happened to be the dark, while the rest of the place was so bright, illuminated, cheerful and joyful. This room was dark and gloomy. So he peeped through that room and he found a girl there. He found a small girl, little girl there. And and the girl was not so happy. She was pretty sad and gloomy, dull. So looking at that, he asked the guide who was taking him around, how come when the people of your kingdom are so happy, and this is not something that I expected, how come this girl is kept in this dark room, and why is she, the little girl, so unhappy? Why is she kept inside this room? Then the guide told him, see, if this girl is allowed to move around freely in the kingdom, the people of the kingdom will not be happy. That's why the king had asked the people to put her inside this room. That's why we have put it. If we allow her, the other people who are so happy will not be happy. That's why we have kept her inside this room. How many of you think what the king has done by keeping this girl inside that dark room is right? If you think it is right, please write letter R. If you think he's wrong, put letter W in the chat box. I want you to write R or W in the chat box. How many of you think what the king has done is right? If you think he is right, put letter R. If you think he is wrong, please indicate your answer, W or wrong. If you get right whole word, fine. Even otherwise, just simply say W. Simply say R. Oh. Answers are pouring in. Answers are pouring in. Very good. Ranjit Kumar, Katha Sagar, Kakisir Vaishnavi, Nagaraju. Very good. Oh my God. Yeah, everyone, you're all. Yes, Srinivas, Vinila. Okay. Sai Sri, Sunita. Excellent. Please. Oh my God. All of you are on one side. Oh my God. Okay. Looks like, yeah, appears to be everyone's answer is one, that is W. But this guide has not actually told the truth, has told the truth to this guest. It is not that the people are going to be unhappy. People are going to be unhappy. In fact, this girl was affected with a disease, with a problem. If she is allowed to move around, the disease will spread to the rest of the people of the kingdom, and the disease would spread and people will die. In order to protect the people of his kingdom, this king was so good, he has always been so concerned for his people's health. So he thought by keeping her inside this room, we're still taking care of her, food and other things, but he wanted to see that the disease would not spread to the rest of the kingdom. Now tell me that is the actual thing. Now tell me how many of you think what the king has done is right or wrong. If you think what the king did was right, please mention the letter R in the chat box. Oh my God, now your answers have become different. Oh wow, phenomenal. Oh, look at that. Okay, right. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Whatever your answers are right or wrong, keep it with you. Keep it with you. See, based on the information that you got about a particular situation, you judge whether it is right or wrong. Let us look at keep that in the back of your mind. You would understand why I have shared this story with you. Why I showed this story with you is basically because of the word ethics. What are ethics? Ethics. I'm so happy. Your college, your administration got this idea, got this thought of including this topic of ethics in the Gandhian context on the eve of this Gandhi Jayanti. They could have got some other topic, but this word ethics, I don't know why they brought. This is an important thing, which is important for you, for me, for everyone to be aware of, to be aware of. Okay, so what is ethics? Ethics is a word derived from the Greek word ethos, which means character. Right? Ethics is a set of beliefs about right or wrong. What you believe is right or what is wrong. That is a set of beliefs, set of beliefs that you follow. So ultimately, ethics is nothing but adoption of the right methods and right means towards the right ends. So you want the right ends, right results, right outcomes. And for those right outcomes, if you're following the right methods and right means, you are following ethics. This is what simply ethics mean. And there are, when you and I, we take a decision every day. Every day we have thoughts, we have decisions, we do so many things. And when we are doing these things, there are 4 ethical codes working on our mind in our supercomputer brain. These 4 codes are evaluated and our mind takes a decision. What are those codes? One is professional codes. You are an agri-engineering professional. I'm a training professional. There is a doctor as a professional, lawyer as a professional, politician as a professional, their teacher is a professional, teacher is a professional. So they're different professionals. So you are a professional. So when you have to decide, you will remember, oh, I'm a teacher, I'm a trainer, I'm a doctor. Okay, your profession has a code which is understood by you. And then you have your own personal code which is being ingrained in you from the time you're born. From the time you're born, the family you lived in, you were brought up, the school you went, and the friends you had, and the grandmother who told you the stories, and your grandfather who guided you, and your parents, and all those things. With all these things over a period of time, your own personal code about what is right or what is wrong is forming in your mind. And then there is an institutional code. You are now student of College of Agriculture Engineering, Bapatla, right? Your institution has a code, and there's they have their own policies, terms, conditions. Being a student of College of Agriculture Engineering, Bapatla, and being an agri-engineering professional, and you have your own personal code, and again the community where you are living. The community living again tells you, are you in Bapatla, or are you in Delhi, are you in New York or Washington? Where are you? Again, the community where you are living. You keep all these 4 codes in your mind, and you decide to do and not to do, to be or not to be. That's that's ethical code, and that you decide on that. That's how the 4 codes work on your mind. Every time you decide something, you do something, these 4 codes are working simultaneously in your mind. That's how it happens. The 4 codes happen. So why is it so important? Why is it so important? Ethics are so important, so important. And this is one topic I love dealing with. Okay, and I've been going to different institutions and talking about this topic. Why? It's because nowadays everything is teamwork. It is not individual. You have to, whether as a family or as a student in the college, wherever you do, you have to work with people. You have to work with people. When you're working with people, you're looking at people, you're looking at their actions, you're judging those things are right or wrong, and it's all interdisciplinary and interdependent. I depend on you, you depend on me. Nobody is independent, nobody is dependent. We're all interdependent. For our success, we depend on each other. So these are the days of interdependence. Wherever you go, whichever the job you join tomorrow, it's going to be interdependence. And again, you will have to do a lot of people evaluation. You have to do a lot of people evaluation. So when you're judging people evaluation, Midi tenali, Madi tenali, yes, no. That's where the ethics come in place. And the privacy of professional relationships with people, you have to maintain relationships and morale building projects, self-sustaining. So because of all these things, ethics play a very important role. Ethics play a very important role in today's life, and ethics. Yes. Ethics. How do they help you? You can put how, if you think people are ethical, are people really ethical? Are people really ethical in today's society? Or ethics, like if you go to Satya Yuga, ethics 100%. Then Treta Yuga, then Dwapara Yuga, then now we are in Kali Yuga. In Kali Yuga, you know how the ethics are. How the ethics are eroding. But then if you are really ethical, it could do a lot of good to you, good to the society. So what are those goods? What are those benefits? If people are ethical, what are the benefits? Yes, so I would like to request you to kindly open your chat boxes, or you can even unmute your phone, and you can tell. Neeraj Kumar, how are you?
Yeah, good morning, sir. I am fine, sir.
Good morning, Neeraj. Tell me, what do you think, if people follow ethics?
Sir, according to me, if someone is following ethics that is led by Mahatma Gandhi and many more prominent leaders, then it will be very. I mean to say that that person will be very disciplined. They will have self-respect.
Yes.
They will success in every walk of life, and according to me, it is also beneficial, as we all know that if we are following any ethics or any any footpath of any great prominent leader, then it will work it will work for us, and it will help us to achieve our all achievement and goals. And that is very much important for everyone.
Oh,
Thank you,
yes.
sir.
Thank you so much. Definitely, if you're following ethics, you will have self-respect. You will feel, you will feel respect within yourself that I'm following ethics, I'm ethical. That feeling, yes, sure. Okay, great. Lokesh, Vanishri, Lavanyam, Isaac, Naveen, Ranjit, Sai Likita. Please start typing your answers. Very good. Vamsi Krishna wrote here, following ethics it leads to our constitution more power than other countries. Oh, wow. Sure. Sure. If people of the country are ethical, yeah, that country would become a great country. Sure, definitely. Definitely, yes. Thank you, Vaishnavi. If we follow ethics, we can make the world in a strong relationship among us. People, people, relationships among the people will be better. Certainly. Thank you very much. Let me, or any of you, you can unmute also yourself. You can unmute yourself and join us. You can unmute yourself and join us. They will think not for them, for all. Pujit Saja. Thank you very much, Pujit. You sent your message only to me, Pujit. Make it for everyone. That's a wonderful, wonderful answer that you gave. I want everybody to read it. So you just sent it to me. Say, short message to everyone, not privately, to everyone. Okay, great. Okay, Vinila, it helps us to lead the path. What is right and what is wrong, and genuinely fantastic, Vinila. Such a beautiful thought you got. Imagine if you had not said this, we would have missed a very important point here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, great. Now let me get back to the presentation and show you what are the ethics. First of all, it will help you work more effectively. When you are ethical, you have no worries at all. You don't have any worry whether somebody is seeing, somebody is not seeing, and you are very transparent and you are ethical. So no problem. You do your job more effective. And then earn the trust of people. You earn the trust of people. People say there is an IAS officer, Poonam Malakondaya. Poonam Malakondaya. She is very ethical and she's very sincere, honest to her job, follows everything. People talk about her. Whoa. And they earn the trust of the people. If you go to her, you earn the trust. People trust you. Your credibility, your goodwill will go up. Just like Gandhiji, people trusted him. People trusted him. One man. Then people of the nation, the millions of people trusted him because he's ethical. He's speaking the truth and he means what he speaks. Manasa, Vacha, Karmana, Gandhiji is one. If you're one, Manasa, Vacha, Karmana, that's what being ethical, and that's where people follow you, they trust you, and again, mutually support you. In a college, among the students, when you are ethical, you can see lots of cooperation, lots of collaboration. Be fair in the treatment of people. You will be fair and stay contented whatever inka unna lekapoyina ethical ga unnappudu dabu vachina rakapoyina peru vachina rakapoyina edi unna lekapoyina people gurtinchakapoyina you will have contentment, your own happiness, self-satisfaction. That's important, and you will be peaceful. You will be very peaceful, and then you will be, at the end of the day, you'll be more productive. Okay, so great. So today we'll be looking at Gandhian, this whole ethics context in the Gandhian, with the learnings of Gandhian, with Gandhi as the role model, with Gandhi as the father of the nation, and October 2nd is his Gandhi Jayanti. On the eve of this program is being conducted. So we'll learn how to follow ethics, what ethics are, what kind of things we could do, to follow ethics and still become a great leader. Okay, so are you ready? Unmute yourself and say yes. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Everybody, unmute yourself and say yes. I want big noise here.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you, fantastic. Now I would like to request everybody to mute your phones. Everybody, please be sure that your phone is muted. Okay, now with your kind permission, I'm going to give you a surprise. Okay, a beautiful surprise, a melodious surprise, a lovely surprise. Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sitaram. Would you like to listen? Somebody singing this song? Say yes. Would you like to listen?
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you very much. So I am not going to sing because I can sing, but basically in the bathroom singer. But then I have a melodious voice presenting this song. With all your friends, with a big round of applause, let us invite our student Ranjit Kumar to come and present this song to us. Ranjit, please, the screen is yours. Go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Ranjit Kumar from final year. I hope all are doing well in this pandemic. Now I'm going to sing a song.
Ranjit, on your video.
Video also, yes, please.
Madam, it's not possible, madam.
Okay.
Sorry, madam.
Network bagaleda.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Raghupati Raghava Rajaram Patita Pavana Sitaram ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरो नाम सबको सम्मति दे భగవాన్ కొంతమంది సొంత పేరు కాదుర గాంధీ ఊరికొక్క వీధి పేరు కాదుర గాంధీ కొంతమంది సొంత పేరు కాదుర గాంధీ ఊరికొక్క వీధి పేరు కాదుర గాంధీ కరెన్సీ నోటు మీద ఇలా నడి రోడ్డు మీద మనం చూస్తున్న బొమ్మ కాదుర గాంధీ భరతమాత తలరాతను మార్చిన విధాతర గాంధీ తరతరాలయమయాతన తీర్చిన వరదాతర గాంధీ కొంతమంది సొంత పేరు కాదుర గాంధీ ఊరికొక్క వీధి పేరు కాదుర గాంధీ రామనామమే తలపంత ప్రేమధామమే మనసంత ఆశ్రమ దీక్ష స్వతంత్ర కాంక్ష ఆకృతి దాల్చిన అవధూత అపురూపం నా చరిత కర్మయోగమే జన్మంత ధర్మక్షేత్రమే బ్రతుకంత సంభవామి అని ప్రకటించిన అలనాటి కృష్ణ భగవద్గీత ఈ బోసి నోటి తాత మనలాగే ఓ తల్లి కన్న మామూలు మనిషి కదరా గాంధీ మహాత్ముడంటూ మన్నల పొందే స్థాయికి పెంచదా ఆయన స్ఫూర్తి సత్యాహింసల మార్గ జ్యోతి నవశకానికే నాంది. థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Awesome, Ranjit. Thank you so much. మనలాగే ఓ కన్న తల్లి బిడ్డరా గాంధీ మహాత్ముడుగా మారినురా ఎంతో స్ఫూర్తితో అని చెప్పి అద్భుతంగా పాడావు. Ranjit, can we give a big round of applause to Ranjit? So you have such a melodious voice, such a powerful song. Thank you so much for presenting this. That's a good beginning for our presentation today. Fantastic. Thank you, Ranjit. Thank you very much. Can we have some applause, some super Ranjit? Nagaraju, awesome Ranjit. So many compliments are pouring in for Ranjit. Great. Talia baja rahe hain log. Fantastic. Thank you, Mikhilia. Thank you, Sophia. Thank you, Vasanta, Sagarika, and Panchal Nagaraju, everybody, Vaishnavi. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you, Nagaraju. Thank you, Ranjit. Thank you, Ranjit. Thank you. Fantastic. Let's now move forward. Great presentation. Wow, how lovely. Thank you very much. Now, I want to share one story, one incident of Gandhiji. You know, once there was in a small village, there was a child who was fond of eating sweets, and he was fond of eating sweets and sugar, so much even he was eating sugar as well. His mother tried persuading him not to eat so much of sugar and sweets, and he was not to stop. He was so fond of it, and she was worried his health is getting spoiled. How to save him? Then this boy always used to have appreciation for Gandhi, those days. So she thought, if I take him to Gandhi, and if Gandhi tells him, he would accept it, he would mend his habit, and he would correct himself. So she walked several kilometers to Gandhi's ashram from her village, and she went to Gandhi. She said, Namaskar. Gandhi asked her, why you came here? She said, Gandhiji, please see my son. My son is fond of eating so much of sugar. He has been eating it so much. Despite many attempts from myself, I am not successful in persuading him to stop eating so much of sweets. So could you please tell him, no, it's not good to eat sugar and sweets, so that he would stop. Then Gandhiji, after listening to her, told her, okay, you do one thing, come back after a week's time. Come back after a week's time. So what, she couldn't ask him why and all that, but anyway, she went back, and she came back after a week. And again, she went to Gandhiji, and Gandhiji looked at him and told him, see, my child, it's not good to eat sugar. Please stop eating sugar. But he told this, and the child listened to Gandhiji. He said, okay, Dadaji, and he nodded his head. And the lady turned back, was about to go, and then she felt like, why? And again she turned back towards Gandhi and asked Gandhiji, to tell these two sentences, why did you ask me to come back? I had to walk so much of distance. Why did you ask me to come back? You could have told this last time when I came here. Then Gandhiji told her, I did not stop eating sugar a week ago. So he stopped eating sugar. He stopped eating sweets, and he tested himself. He practiced it himself, and he felt that it could be done. It could be done, and it's good. And then he gave this advice. He could have given this advice, but he was not practicing that. He was not. So he didn't want to preach what he does not practice. So great leaders, good leaders, they are those people, they preach what they practice. ఎదుట వాళ్లకు చెప్పేటందుకే నీతులు ఉన్నాయి అనేది ఒక పాటలో విన్నాను. అది కాదు, ముందు మనం నీతి పాటించినప్పుడు we can give that niti to somebody. So the important, the great leaders, so if they are practicing, and when they are preaching, people will follow them, people will appreciate them, because people are observing you, people observe you, and people are seeing you. So you can't say something and do something else. If you're saying something, if you want somebody to follow you, you have to practice it fast. So that's one thing I want to share with you today from Gandhiji. Good leaders and great leaders, they preach what they practice. On this quotation, I would like to request one of our students to take this message forward, to reinforce this message with a quote from Gandhiji. Can I invite?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Go ahead, please. Sagarika, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Good morning to one and all. Myself, Sagarika from final year. I want to share a best quotation of Mahatma Gandhiji. There are more, but I want to share this. The quote is, you must be the change you wish to see in the world. You must be the change you wish to see the world. This means that whenever in our surroundings, or when we see news, whenever we say that when these people will change, or when this change occurs, but the sad reality is there is no change in ourselves at first. So be the change that you want to see in them or in circumstances. So this is a famous quote that Mahatma Gandhiji always seek to see in our, especially in a youth, future citizens of India. So I request to follow this quote. Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
Thank you, Sagarika. Thank you very much. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. Absolutely. Thank you very much. That is so true. It's a very famous quote. You find this quote in so many offices, in so many places when you go. We try to change somebody else. We try to change somebody else. We want to see some change in your family members or in your teachers, in your friends. If you want to change somebody, the best thing is you change. When you change, you will be able to bring the change in others. Fantastic. Thank you. That's what the great leaders do. This is another story, my dear friends, with Gandhiji. Gandhiji was, in South Africa. He was there practicing law, and he was there. One day he bought a first-class train ticket, and he sat. Those were the days even the South Africa was ruled by the British. India was ruled by British, and he was there. He was a young man. He went there in South Africa, and he was traveling by the train. And he bought the first class ticket. He sat in the first class train compartment. While he was sitting there, the guard and some people entered, say, "Hey, this first class is meant for the English and the British. It's not for you. Get out of this place." He said, "No, I bought my ticket, and I have the right to sit here. I'm like you and everyone. People are all one. Let me sit here." They said, "No." And they were so angry with him. They tried telling him. He was not getting up from there. So then they lifted him up. Pushed him, and threw him out of the train. While they were lifting him up, while they were pushing him through the compartment, while they dropped him there, he never lost balance. He always kept a smiling face and bit of surprise and smiling face, and he kept cool. He said, "I bought the ticket. I am like you and everyone. I have the right to travel." He was very quiet and emotionally balanced, and while they were angry, they were expressing anger, they were expressing hatred, they were expressing their, he was not, and he was pushing down. But he never lost his balance. He always kept his cool. He did not shout at them. Great leaders, they're always emotionally balanced. They have enormous emotional balance. At all times, they keep their emotions in balance. Let us understand some of the Gandhian quotes. With reference to the emotional balance. Let's look at a couple of quotes. And I would like to invite one of our students to come and present this quote to you.
Hello, sir. Am I audible to you and
Yes,
clear?
Lakshmi Saliga, you are audible. Go ahead, please.
Wishing you a very good morning to everyone. This is Lakshmi Sharja from third year. I'm very happy to be in front of you to present the prominent quote which is said by Mahatma Gandhi. The quote is here: "You can't change how people treat you or what they say about you. All you can do is the only change how you react to it." మన గురించి మాట్లాడే విధానాన్ని కానీ, మన గురించి చెప్పే తీరును కానీ, మనల్ని ఎలా ట్రీట్ చేస్తున్నారు అనే విధానాన్ని కానీ మనం మార్చలేం. కానీ మనం వాళ్ళకి ఎలా స్పందిస్తున్నాం అనే ఒకే ఒక్క మార్పు మనల్ని ముందుకు నడిపిస్తుంది. ఇట్స్ నాట్ వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్ దట్ మ్యాటర్, బట్ హౌ యు రియాక్ట్ దట్ మ్యాటర్స్. మనలో చాలా మందికి పిహెచ్డి మాస్టర్స్ చేసి ఉంటారు. ఒక విషయాన్ని మనం చేసే పాస్ట్ లో కానీ చాలా మనం మంచి పనులు చెడు పనులు రెండూ చేసి ఉంటాం. కానీ వాళ్ళు మాత్రం బ్యాడ్ నే గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటారు, మంచి ఏమి గుర్తుపెట్టుకోరు. Mainly some of us have mastered in habit of reacting negatively or finding the bad rather than finding the lesson or finding the good. కానీ మనం ఎన్ని చేసినా పాస్ట్ లో ప్రెసెంట్ ఏంటి, మనం ఎలా స్పందిస్తున్నాం అనే దాన్ని బట్టే మన ఫ్యూచర్ డిపెండ్ అయ్యి ఉంటది. గాంధీ గారు ఎప్పుడో అన్నారు, ఎదుటి వాళ్ళు ఎలా స్పందించినా మన మొహంలో స్పందన ఎలా ఉంటుంది, మన మొహంలోనే పెట్టే భావనలే కనిపిస్తాయి కానీ లోపల చూపించే ఎటువంటి ఫీలింగ్స్ కనిపించవు. నో వన్ కెన్ సీ యువర్ ఇన్నర్ ఫీలింగ్స్. సో ప్లీజ్ షో దట్ ఇన్ యువర్ ఫేస్. ఎమోషన్ is what drives us, but logic and intelligence is what should be steering us. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Lakshmi Selija. Oh my God, yes, absolutely. It all depends on how we react. Whatever may be the situations, whatever may be the surroundings, whatever may people say, that's only 10%. 90% how happy we are, how successful we are, depends. 90% depends on how we react to the situations. So great people have their control on their emotions and their emotions. They have the control and the remote. Absolutely. Thank you so much. And again, look at Gandhiji. If Gandhiji wanted on that 15th, on that day, 15th August 1947, India declared independence. One man led the nation to freedom. One man led the whole nation of billion people to independence. Independence. And if he decided, like Jinnah, who went to Pakistan, he decided to be the leader, and he became the leader. Here too, if Gandhiji wanted, he would have become the prime minister, the first prime minister, the first president of India. Gandhiji would have become. No. While he led the movement, while he was leading the movement from the front, he not only, led the movement from the front, he also developed so many leaders. Nehru, Maulana Abdul Kalam, and Sardar Vallabhai Patel, and innumerable number of leaders were also developed so that the movement could be very strong. He developed. He's a great leader. Well, great leaders, when they lead, they not only lead and they don't just remain as a single leader, they also develop other people as leaders. They just don't look at followers. They want leaders. So later on, it is Nehru who became, Rajendra Prasad who became the first president, and Nehru became the first prime minister, and variety of people became, but Gandhi, he made the leaders. So great leaders make others leaders. I would like to invite one of our students to come and take this idea further by the quote of a Gandhi. Please, can we invite?
Hello, good morning to one and all. This is Srivani presenting here. And today I am going to a good motivational quote from Mahatma Gandhi. And the quote here is, a sign of a good leader is not how many followers you have, but how many leaders you create.
Fantastic.
Here comes the meaning. మనం ఎంతమంది అయితే ఎంత లీడర్షిప్ క్వాలిటీస్ మనలో ఉన్నా సరే మనల్ని ఎంతమంది ఫాలో అవుతున్నారు అనేది కాకుండా మన లీడర్షిప్ క్వాలిటీస్ ఎంత మందితో పంచుకుంటున్నాం అనేది ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఒకవేళ లీడర్షిప్ క్వాలిటీస్ ఈజ్ నాట్ ఓన్లీ మ్యాటర్, it comes any way of like communicating or from leading or from knowledge gaining and sharing to others. అండ్ అక్కడ పాయింట్ వచ్చేసి ఏంటంటే మన దగ్గర ఏ మంచి గుణమైనా సరే మనల్ని చూసి అందరూ నేర్చుకోవడం, మనం దాన్ని అందరికీ ప్రచురించేలా చేయడం అనేది గొప్ప విషయం. అది మహాత్మా గాంధీ గారు తన ఫ్రీడమ్ ఫైట్స్ లోనూ చేశారు. తను మోటివేట్ అయ్యి మన భారతదేశం కోసం చాలా మంది లీడర్స్ ని క్రియేట్ చేసి తన లైఫ్ మొత్తం ఇండియా కోసం సాక్రిఫైస్ చేశారు. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. And here once more the quote comes, a sign of a good leader is not how many followers you have, but how many leaders you create. Once again, thank you for giving the opportunity.
Absolutely. Thank you, Srivani. Pamati, thank you very much. Fantastic. Oh my God, that's phenomenal. Absolutely so true. And Gandhiji came from South Africa. He landed in India. When they threw him out of the train, Gandhiji thought, okay, you threw me out of this train. I am now going back to my country, India. And you are ruling my country. You threw me out of the train. I will throw you out of my country. He came back to India and he wanted to understand India. He traveled by train to nook and corners. He came to Bapatla. He came to Pedanandi Padu. He came whatnot, traveled by road, traveled by train, in ordinary general compartment. He traveled every single day. He gave his best in that cause for the nation, cause for the freedom. That man, every single day, he gave his best. He gave his best. That's what the great leaders do. The great leaders give their best every single day. To take this thought forward, I would like to invite a few of our students to come up with their quotes of Gandhi.
A very good morning to one and all. Myself Vasanta from final year. I am very grateful to take a talk on this wonderful session. Here is the quote. There are 2 days in the year that we cannot do anything, that is yesterday and tomorrow. From this, Gandhiji is giving a message and reminding us the importance of time. When we value the time, when it is in our hands, then there is no worry about tomorrow's future and afraid and hatred about past mistakes. The only thing is we should be conscious at present day, present time, remembering or questioning ourselves that are we doing right thing at the right place or right time. When we remember these 3 things, our future will be really good. And I'm really grateful and thankful to sir for giving me this opportunity, and hoping that all we should follow this to be successful. Thank you, one and all.
Vasanta, how beautiful, amazing. Let's give a big round of applause to Vasanta. Please put your appreciation for all the students in the chat box. That's fantastic. You so beautifully explained. Can we now invite another student to come and explain this quote, please?
Once again, good morning, everyone. I am Ranjit Kumar from final year. A famous quotation of Gandhiji is, "The future depends on what we do in the present." The future depends on what we do in the present, which means our present thoughts and actions, which will make our future and which will make our fulfill our dreams. If we use our present time in a useful manner, our future will be more bright. So thank you, sir. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
Absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much. Can I invite another student to come and explain us this quote, please? Thank you, Ranjit. Wonderful. Please give your appreciation to our students who are doing such a great job.
A very good morning to everyone in this speech, sir.
Good morning, Naveen. Please go ahead.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible.
Myself, Naveen from second year, sir.
Yes.
I'm very happy on this occasion, sir. And Gandhiji given so many messages and quotes from his life. And one of the quote from him, I want to tell to you: live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Once again, I'm repeating, sir. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. So, if you know that you are dying tomorrow, you are ready to do the best in the society. రేపే చచ్చిపోతాం అనుకుంటే మనం అందరితో ఎంత ఆప్యాయంగా ఉండాలనుకుంటాం, ఎంత ప్రేమగా ఉండాలనుకుంటాం, అందరితో నలుగురితో మంచిగా ఉండాలనుకుంటాం.
Yes. Yes. Go ahead. Beautiful. బాగా చెప్తాం. నవీన్ చెప్పు, బాగా చెప్తున్నా, ప్లీజ్.
హలో.
యా.
హలో సార్.
యా. యా యా ఇప్పుడు ఇన్పుట్ చెప్పు.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, now audible. Please go ahead.
మనం రేపే పోతాం అనుకుంటే ఎంత ఆప్యాయంగా, ఎంత మంచిగా, ఎంత ప్రేమగా ఉంటామో అలా ప్రతిరోజు అందరితో జీవించాలి. ఫ్రమ్ ఫస్ట్ లైన్ ఇట్ మీనింగ్, సార్. అండ్ లెర్న్ యాజ్ ఇఫ్ యూ వేర్ టు లివ్ ఫర్ ఎవర్. అంటే మనం రేపే చచ్చిపోతాం అనుకుంటే ఇంకేం నేర్చుకుంటాం అన్నట్టు కాకుండా మనము ఎప్పటికీ జీవించుంటాం. అది మనం నేర్చుకున్నది మనం చచ్చిపోయినా సరే అది ఉపయోగపడుతుంది అన్నట్టు నేర్చుకోవాలి. అంటే గాంధీజీ died so many years ago, but what he learned, non-violence, peace, that
awesome, fantastic, Naveen. చక్కగా చెప్పావు, చాలా బాగా చెప్పావు. అబ్బా, I loved it, man.
Thank you for giving this opportunity, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for giving this opportunity.
Awesome, fantastic. Let's give a big round of applause and appreciation in the chat box. And also here, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Look at that. Mahatma Gandhi, he is with Lord Mountbatten, the Englishman who was there, last viceroy of British government in India. You know, he was such a friendly with them. He had such a wonderful relationship. He was actually throwing them out. He fought with them. He gave them so much of pain and trouble. They could not bear with that. They were leaving India, but still they loved him. He maintained such a wonderful relationship. Look at this man. He went to UK. The people of England, they loved him. This man, you know, even here in India, there are people from Punjab, people from Bengal, people from North, people from South, people from everywhere, people with different backgrounds. But being such a great leader, Gandhiji maintained extraordinary relationships with these people, for which he had that interpersonal skills. If you want to become a great leader, important thing is having that interpersonal skills. Miljul ke kaam karna, nalugurto kalsi ela melagali, ela maatladali, ela undali, nalugurto kalsi ela undali, nalugurto ela munduku tiskelali anedi manam we could see. My God, from this great man Mahatma Gandhi, to take this idea further, to take this idea of great leaders have extraordinary interpersonal skills, I would like to invite one of our students to explain us this quotation.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible. Vaishnavi, please go ahead.
Good morning to everyone. Myself, Vaishnavi from India. I will proceed one of the Gandhi's quotes. Is relationships based on four things: respect, understanding, and appreciation.
Vaishnavi, your voice is breaking. Vaishnavi, your voice is breaking. Could you please check for your connectivity and be in a place where your voice could be more clear? Not yet, not clear yet. Please try speaking.
Now,
please try speaking. Please try speaking. Hello? Yes. Yeah, we will come back to, we'll come back to Vaishnavi, but as Vaishnavi is finding the right place to connect, let's listen to the next quote from another student of ours. Yes. Can I invite the next student to please come and explain to us this quote?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, a pleasant morning to all. Myself Likita D from second year. I'm very happy to be a part of this session and very thankful to Sivaprasad sir for giving this opportunity. Now I'm going to tell about a quote which is one of the inspirational quote that given by Mahatma Gandhi. Here it is: hate the sin, not the sinner. Hate the sin, not the sinner. I mean, love the sinner. ద్వేషించు చెడుని ప్రేమించు చెడు చేసిన వ్యక్తిని, ఎందుకంటే ఆ చెడు చేసిన వ్యక్తి కూడా మనలాంటి ఒక మనిషే కాబట్టి. An eye for an eye makes the whole world blind.
Yes.
What this makes us sense is we all make mistakes in our lives. Even though it may be tough to be on the wrong side of a sinful act, we realize that the person doing it to us, to you, is only a human like us. They may have a problem in their life. They may be confused about what they want from this world. So we should not be mad at them. And what is you hated only breeds more hatedness. And it in turn only makes the world less enjoyable place to live. Revenge is not the final answer for every question or for every situation. Sure, we should condemn the act, but also we have to learn forgive someone who made the mistakes. We all have our own imperfections after all. We are not even perfect at all, so we should not judge someone.
Sure.
And finally, I just wanted to share another quote that Gandhi said is, there is no God higher than the truth. So whatever the situations and whatever the conflicts we are going through, we should not tell any lies on the regarding the situation. We should be attached to the truth and we should say the truth itself. Thank you, sir, once again giving this opportunity.
Thank you, Likita Dronadula. Thank you so much. That's a wonderful explanation and a beautiful quote. Vaishnavi, are you there? Thank you so much, Likita. Vaishnavi, yeah, please go ahead.
am I audible, sir?
Yeah, better, much better. Please go ahead.
Good morning to everyone. I'm from final year. One of the quotation of Gandhiji. The quotation is: relationships are based on four principles: respect, understanding, accepting. బంధాలు అనేవి 4 సూత్రాలపై ఆధారపడి ఉంటాయి: అంగీకరించడం, ప్రశంస, మనకి గౌరవిస్తారు, అర్థం చేసుకోవడం. వాళ్ళు అర్థం చేసుకోకపోయినా మనం మాత్రం ఇతరులను అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి. సిచ్యువేషన్ ని అంగీకరించాలి, ప్రశంసించడం, ఇతరులు ఏదైనా మంచి చేస్తే వాళ్ళకి. Let us make the roots of relationship long, strong, and deeper in this mother earth. Hope we follow this great quotation of Gandhi.
Thank you, Vaishnavi. Thank you very much. Absolutely. These are the four pillars of any good relationships and good life. Thank you very much. Thank you. We will be closing in another 10 minutes. I'll quickly take you through. This is another story of Mahatma Gandhi. You know, in his childhood, those days in the village where he was living, there used to be this natakam. Such a Harichandra being played, and he used to go and watch that. He used to like it so much. You know, he used to take the permission from his father and go and watch that Such a Harichandra Natak. You know, the drama which was being played in the village. Repeatedly he used to go, and he used to have a lot of appreciation for the Harichandra who followed the dharma, the satya, the satyam, the truthfulness. And he used to come back and tell his father, he's so nice, but his father said, Beta, that is not possible. I don't know how he did. It is not going to happen in today's world. You cannot be so truthful. Then Gandhi used to tell his father, Father, it is possible. One can live a good life. One can lead people, and one can remain truthful and do it. You know, that's what he used to do. Once in his school, you know, the education officer came to visit the school, and he was giving a test. He asked the students to write the spellings of some words, and one of the words was kettle, Kettle, kettle. Okay, and you know, while everyone was writing the correct answer, Gandhiji was not knowing the correct answer. His teacher thought, you know, he wanted to show every student knows the correct answer. Well, he noticed that Gandhiji wrote a wrong spelling. He was with the tip of the board that he was trying to hint Gandhiji to copy from the next man's place and do it. And Gandhiji was not there to do it. Gandhiji felt what the teacher was doing is not correct. But still, you know, and he didn't do it. But what Gandhiji wrote in his autobiography is, though my teacher told him that, and I did not do it because I thought it was not right, and in the entire class, I was the only student who wrote the wrong spelling. But my respect and my regard for my teacher never diminished. My teacher, that's how he respected his teachers. He had high regard for them. You know, everybody has some good and bad, that's nothing like that. But still, a teacher is a teacher, a parent is a parent. So he always respected the elders and teachers and parents, you know, so well. So, but one thing is, he always, whatever it is, he wanted to be himself. He had highest, whether he wanted to remain truthful, transparent, and whether it is right or wrong. You know, he was a mediocre student, and he was right or wrong. He tried being what he is. He always respected, he enjoyed being what he is. Let's reinforce this thought. I would like to request one of our students to come and explain this thought, please. Yes. Shashwat Maurya, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. And,
am I
please.
audible and good, sir?
You are audible. Please go ahead and quickly present this.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
I am audible now, sir.
You are better. Please go ahead. Please go ahead, Shashwat. Shashwat. As we are waiting for Shashwat, Shashwat, are you there? Please come. Shashwat Maurya, are you there? Please. Shashwat Maurya, you are there? Yes, please go ahead and speak. Shashwat, start speaking.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good morning, sir, and everyone present. I'm Ashwat Maurya from third year, and I'm feeling very great here in presenting one of the best Gandhiji philosophy. And here it is. If I have the belief that I can do it, I shall surely acquire the capacity to do it. Even if I may not have it, at the I believe that I can do it, I shall surely acquire the capacity to do it, even it might be the beginning. This philosophy strongly conveys the message which says that never when you can take it. No matter what the beginning, if you have promised yourself to acquire something, don't look back. Refuse to change because of circumstances.
Absolutely. Thank you, Shashwat. Thank you so much, Shashwat. Looks like you have some difficulty. You have some difficulty in in the network there. But thank you. Yeah, we got your message. If I have the belief that I can do it, I shall surely acquire the capacity to do it, even if I may not be having it at the beginning today. That's what a powerful motivational message. Yes, that's what you're acquiring the capacity. Only the belief that you want to become an IAS officer, the belief that you want to become a businessman, the belief that you want to become a professor, the belief matters a lot. If you have the belief that you can do it, definitely you may not have the skills, you may not have the knowledge today, but you will definitely acquire it and you will become it. Fantastic. Shashwat, thank you very much. Now, can I invite another student to explain this further?
Good morning, sir.
Good
morning, everyone. I'm
Second,
Sophia from second year.
1 second, Sophia. I am going to mute all the students. So then you unmute yourself and come back again. Okay? Yeah. Now come back, please. Unmute yourself and go ahead quickly.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sophia from second year. Am I audible, sir?
You are very clear. Excellent. Go ahead, please.
Let me share Gandhi's words. Many people, especially ignorant people, want to punish you for speaking the truth, for being correct, for being you. Now applies for being correct, for being years ahead of your time. If you are right and you know it, speak your mind. Even if you are a minority of one, the truth is still the truth. Let me repeat. Many people, especially ignorant people, want to punish you for speaking the truth, for being correct, for being you. Now applies for being correct or for being years ahead of your time. If you are right and you know it, speak your mind. Even if you are a minority of one, the truth is still the truth. Thank you.
Yes. Fantastic, Sophia. That's it? Sophia, that's it?
Yes, sir.
Done. Thank you
I'm done,
so
sir.
much. Thank you, Sophia. Thank you so much. Absolutely. You being you is that is the actual ethics are you are not keeping something, you are trying to be what you are and you are respecting yourself. Self-respect is very important. Self-esteem is very important. Everyone has something bad, something good. Nobody is perfect. You may have your own imperfections and you have your perfections, but you still have some imperfections. Having imperfections is nothing wrong, and it's important for being what you are and who you are. Thank you so much. So these are the 6 things that we learn today. Great leaders preach what they practice, and great leaders have enormous emotional balance. Great leaders make others leaders. It's not just I'm always making others as leaders, and great leaders give their best every single day in whatever they do. They are not worried about the past. They're not worried about the future. From the time you get up from the bed till the time get up from the bed till the time you go to the bed, what you do during the day, giving your best, becoming the best student, becoming the best son, becoming the best daughter, becoming the best teacher. That's what matters every day. Okay, great leaders have extraordinary interpersonal skills. They're able to work. Great leaders have great self-esteem. And before this, we're going to close. Sir, Rajkumar sir, Vijay Kumar sir, and Kripavati ma'am, can we take 10 more minutes? Can we take 10 more minutes and close this session, please? Are they there? Okay, let's. I just want to play a video. Just take a look at this video and get inspired.
In this cause, I too am prepared to die. But, my friend, there is no cause for which I am prepared to kill. that the people of India are untouched. Illiterate they may be, but they're not blind. They see no reason to give their loyalty to rich and powerful men who simply want to take over the role of the British. Nay, nor will we ever be able to challenge the British as one nation. It is time you left. You don't think we're just going to walk out of India? Yes. To gain independence, we must prove worthy of it. No Indian must be treated as the English treat us. We must remove untouchability from our hearts and from our lives. An eye for an eye only ends up making the whole world blind. If we obtain our freedom by murder and bloodshed, I want no harm.
This man is walking to the Rashtrapati Bhavan. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's fantastic. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. That's what Mahatma Gandhi said. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. So your thoughts are very important. You become what you think. You become what you think. You become a great leader. If you think, become ethical, become a great person, you are going to become a great person. Definitely. A couple of questions from my side before I close. Can the personality be groomed to enjoy being an ethical leader? Yes. And can we become more successful people and great leaders by following ethics in our life? Yes, and truly yes. Definitely. So the summary of today's presentation by our students and myself is ethics is a set of beliefs about what is right and what is wrong. It is just a belief. And ethics enable people become more effective, productive, and contented. Gandhian ethics and leadership, we learned about 6 different great qualities of leaders going by Gandhiji, and our students made beautiful presentations. Ranjit gave us a wonderful rendition of a very inspirational song. And ethics are something that can be learned, cultivated, and practiced. It's not that, they're there. You can always cultivate and you become what you think. So think of becoming great. There's a magic in thinking big, and dream big, think big. Few questions. Has today's session helped you in enhancing your understanding of Gandhian ethics? Yes or yes? Hello? Unmute yourself and answer my questions. Has today's session helped you in enhancing the understanding of Gandhian ethics?
Yes, sir.
In learning some codes to fine-tune your personality to be more effective and ethical?
Yes, sir.
Hello, everybody. I want everybody to unmute and answer. Will you apply the learning? Will you apply the learning from this session for your success?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. And did you enjoy? Did you enjoy the presentations? And did you enjoy this session?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So, what do you say? Is the session very good or excellent?
Excellent.
Thank you. Thank you very much. God bless you. You are awesome. I would like to thank once again God for this great opportunity of this morning. Would also like to thank our ADP Dr. Joseph Reddy sir, and Dr. Raj Kumar sir, Vijay Kumar sir, and Kripavati ma'am, and to all of you, and to all the students who made such a wonderful effort, who became part of this presentation, who helped me to make this presentation. I want to thank each and every one of you. Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Once again, I wish you a very happy Gandhi Jayanti in advance. Wish you all the best. Thank you. Yes, Vijay Kumar sir.
Sir, thank you, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir. We can hear you. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes. Sir, thank you very much, sir, for your excellent presentation on Gandhi ethics and leadership skills. Sir, so you made a presentation by combining all the Gandhi photos, Gandhi quotes, Gandhi videos, sir. So thank you very much, sir. So I think I want to inform to all the students. Actually, we first requested Dr. Sivaprasad sir. Can you spare sir's time? But in spite of a busy schedule of Sivaprasad sir, sir accepted our request. So on behalf of our associate Dr. S. Joseph Reddy sir and the teaching staff and all the students of Dr. NTR College of Agriculture Engineering, Bapatla. So thank you very much, sir. So
thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Time with us, sir. I hope we continue this relationship for a long time, sir. Thank you very much, sir. So further, I would like to thank all the students who participated in today's program on Gandhi ethics and leadership skills. And also, I would like to special thanks to all the final year students who presented some quotes or who sang some song like that.
There are some third year and second year students also there, sir. There are some second and third year students also.
Sir, I also thank all the students, third year, second year students,
yes.
Especially who have shared some quotations or something.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And also, I would like to thank Dr. Kian Rajakumar, sir. Actually, I don't know, sir. I recently transferred from Madakasira, sir. Another College of Agriculture Engineering is also there in Rayalaseema, Anantapur district, sir.
Yeah.
So, actually, regarding you, that Rajakumar sir told to me, sir. And also, I would like to thank Kripavati madam and Engineer B. Rajkan for their support in arranging today's program, sir. So, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.